In the ongoing drama that is the E. Jean Carroll Donald Trump sexual assault case, everyone wants to know who's the victim, who's the villain. Is it he who is the villain or is she the villain? Well, I'm going to suggest that neither is the villain, and instead, the villain is the left wing media. They have been exploiting E. Jean Carroll repeatedly. She did a series of interviews with MSNBC, CNN, or as I like to call them, the usual suspects, in which they really took a woman who is clearly dealing with something and they have exploited her. I want you to watch this next clip along with me. It's about 2 minutes and it's a compilation of some of her interviews.
And it was all fairly playful.
Oh, it was charming. It was exciting. Remember what Donald Trump was like in 95, 96? On the counter were these fancy lingerie boxes that they used to have back in the 90s.
Yeah.
You wore lingerie in the 90s, I'll bet, Joy. Well, he didn't suggest it. He shouted it.
He shouted
lingerie. Lingerie. He may have shouted underwear. Okay.
Were you scared? Were you
No,
angry?
I was too panicked to be scared.
Too panicked to be scared? Okay.
Totally, and I put my life on the line.
Do you think that you're going... Well, hold on a second. What do you mean you put your life on the line?
Well, people have told me I have to be careful.
You've gotten death threats.
I am not looking at death threats. I have the idea that I'm going to make him put it on over his pants. That was my idea. Mm-hmm. You see how funny that would be to make him put that on?
I guess my question is could there be any DNA
Have
on
no
there?
idea. I do not know if the president ejaculated. Have no idea. Lawrence, I wish I had said, I'll tell you my age if you show me your tax returns.
Yeah, it would have been helpful.
Well, so I'm holding my handbag like that. The only reason I know I'm holding my handbag is because I discovered it in my hand when I got to the street.
The statement that he said, which he's just made, which is, she's not my type, number one, that was the number one thing.
I love that I'm not his type. I'm an archer. I have bows and arrows, you know. Yeah, fine. I think they're just too... Never mind.
I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Let's take a short break.
Think of the fantasies.
We're just going to take a quick break. If you can stick around, we'll talk more on the other side.
You're fascinating to talk.
I think we can all agree that was just very cringy and it hurt to watch, right? Back in the day when I started out in local television news, we had a rule that we would never put someone on camera to re-victimize them. If they were a victim of some crime or an alleged victim, you would not put them on camera in a state like Miss Carroll, where she's clearly, I just think she's not at her best. Now, in the interest of fairness, seeing that we just watched about 2 minutes of E. Jean Carroll attacking Donald Trump and making accusations against him, I think it's only fair that we give Donald Trump his say. And I want to play a clip of him at the CNN town hall.
What's happening is they're doing this for election interference. This woman, I don't know her. I never met her. I have no idea who she is. I had a picture taken years ago with her and her husband, nice guy, John Johnson. He was a newscaster, very nice man. She called him an ape. Happens to be African-American. Called him an ape. The judge wouldn't allow us to put that in. Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. The judge wouldn't allow to put that in. All of these things. But with her, they can put in anything. I never met this woman. I never saw this woman. They said he didn't rape her. And I didn't do anything else either. You know what? Because I have no idea who the hell she is.
Now, if you agree that the left-wing media and even the mainstream media have largely just let us down and gone off the rails and are no longer a source of credible news, please like and share this video and subscribe to Americans for Limited Government on YouTube.